checking in no bag, shopping when we land. Big FN bag of ball. Plead the fifth if I get caught, they talk. Came through dripping on them, I been saucing.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? J Trades here, back with another brand new video. And in today's video, I'll be going over and showing you guys ways that I personally have found and figured out how to break even, ways that I manage my own trades, and things like that. So in this video, I'm just going to show you guys many different ways of how you can determine when you want to break even for your trades. I know a lot of people have their own different ways. You guys must have heard there's many different types of traders out there, and this all depends on your trading system, your style, and your strategy. But today I'll give you guys some pointers that you guys can just personally adapt to your own trading system and just test it out and let me know how it goes for you. But for break-even purposes, usually what a lot of people do is they break even at a certain point, right? The thing is, some systems work better without break-even. So some systems are, here, I'll just list them out here. We can just make a note today for this video. Break-even systems, I'll just write them out here. Hope you guys can see this. Also, the mic quality may not be the best right now. I'm using my laptop mic just because I forgot my wire for my, I lost my wire from my Blue Yeti. I'm gonna get that soon fixed for y'all. But yeah, so for break-even system, first one is the most common and a lot of people do is set and forget. This depends on your trading system. Again, I highly recommend you guys test out these trading break-even systems that I've taught you guys today. Implement it into your back testing or your forward testing, and then look at the data and results and pick whichever system has the best combination of risk reward and win rate, as well as the overall expected value of your trading system, right? You want to have the highest expectancy possible while also maintaining a solid win rate so your psychology does not get damaged and you're able to basically manage drawdown better. So the first system is set and forget. What this means for those that don't know is, let's say, let's just pick a trade here. Let's just say we enter off this break structure right here, right? We enter off this break structure, stops right here. What set and forget is essentially I have a profit target level, and I also have a stop loss and an enter, and that's it. Basically what I do in these kind of systems for trading is all I do is I basically go on TradingView, I set alerts at the stop loss, set alert at the TP. You can name these alerts if you want, if you double click on them. It's up to you. Personally, I don't really care, so I just set them. And then usually if you're trading on like MetaTrader or something, I believe there's a sound if you have like an EA to manage your trades. There's a sound that you guys can use, or if you're trading futures, you can also enable TradingView to play a sound when your stop loss or take profit gets hit. So you technically don't need these alerts, but that's just an example of how these systems work. You just have a take profit and stop loss entry, and that's it. You don't touch the trade at all. You let price play out how it is. You don't care in these types of systems how the price moves. It can get very close to your stop loss, hover around, and then continue going down. You don't care. So let's say I entered like here, for example, right? And this would probably be a better example here. 1 to 5 risk reward, really high risk reward trade right here, which is typically my average 1 to 4, 1 to 5. So there's that. But some people, they have low risk rewards. Anyway, for example, let's say you enter here, right? A set and forget trader, what they would do is they just set and forget, right? Now, sometimes what happens is if you break even too early, there's some other traders that break even too early. When you break even too early, what happens is sometimes price hits your break even point and then it hits your TP again. So right here, let's say for example, I enter at this candle right here, 246. This is very late. I don't trade here, but this is just for example purposes, right? And let's say you enter off this right here. So you see this right here, this is a break structure down, right? So today I'll teach you the second break-even system, which is break-even at break a structure, first break a structure. So for those that understand market structure, you know how market structure works, okay? You break market structure here. This is where you go break even. As soon as the last low gets violated, depending on what time frame you're using, and body candle can close or it can wick. It's up to you. That all depends on how you find in your backtesting. Me personally, I like to see a strong candle closure. Okay, I don't prefer a break of structure where it's a wick. I want a body closure below. So that's a break of structure. This is when traders go break even as soon as that happens. Okay. Which is, pretty common. Some traders do that, but what happens you see in this situation is breaks the structure, then it comes back to mitigate this zone right here, and then continues down to your TP. So this is something you just have to be really comfortable with and just understand every system has its pros and its cons. For set and forget, your con is you will most likely lower win rate, but you will not miss winning trades. Okay, this you can have higher win rate, but miss a few winning dubs. Again, this all depends because honestly, sometimes when I say lower win rate, the set and forget might actually be a higher win rate system for you. It all depends on your entry, your stop loss, and how you trade and how you enter. Okay, so this is why data collection is so valuable and why you can't just focus on what others are doing. You have to focus on what you're doing for yourself because everyone trades differently. I don't really know many people that trade exactly the same or manage to trade exactly the same, okay? Everyone's a little bit different in how they like to handle it. This break even has to do with their psychology as well. Some people prefer to be risk-free as soon as possible, and that helps them hold to their TP. So other people, they don't really care. They'd rather let the whole trade breathe and run. So there's that. So that's example number 2, where you break even as soon as this breaking structure happens. Okay, this, for example, this would be my break even right here. All right, that's where I break even. Now the third system is what I've taught many people, okay? This is a lot more mechanical. Me personally, I'm a mechanical trader, but I also do add discretion sometimes in terms of which zones to pick. Sometimes when there's a certain criteria that I do teach in a course that no one else talks about really, I will not take the trade, and I've seen it play out many times where people get liquidated because they get in too early, right? So I do teach things like that, how to spot liquidations and inducements, and just get super advanced into that kind of stuff that I won't be teaching on YouTube. But nonetheless, this is the third way to basically break even. You can use a mechanical fib. Okay, this is what I don't really see many traders teach this actually. Most people do teach the set and forget or just break even at first break structure. This third way is kind of like a special thing that I do for my system actually. I've been trying it out recently, it's been going pretty well. And I break even at 50% of the fib. So you want to create a Fibonacci, get your Fibonacci or Ganna box, whatever you want to use. I know there's a tool called Fibonacci retracement. Yeah, this. Honestly, Ganna box is the same exact thing. I don't really care what I use, but yeah, nonetheless, use whatever tools you guys want. But essentially how this tool works is you want to take the tool from your entry point, not your stop loss, okay? Take from the entry point to your take profit, okay? Once you do that, you want to have these settings here. This is my settings right here, 0, 1, 0, 125, 0, 15, 0, 175. You can not have it if you don't want. You can like remove, like for example, which point you want to break even. But me personally, I keep them all just for data collection purposes because you have to understand we have to adapt to the market, right? The market 2022 is not the same as 2023, it's not the same as 2024. You have to adapt to how the market moves. There's certain years where certain assets move a lot in a bigger range, and certain years where assets move in a much smaller range where you have to manage your trade more wisely, okay? In a bigger range, you can let it run farther. In a smaller range, you gotta manage it more wisely and have a smaller RR basically. But basically, what I like to do is I just include all 0.5 levels to keep it very, very mechanical, very simple. As soon as 0.5, this level gets hit, I usually set a TP, or not TP, an alert here. As soon as that level gets hit, I'm setting my stop loss to break even, risk-free trade, running to TP. I don't take partials or anything like that, okay? For those that know how I trade now, I don't take any partials, I just run straight to TP. It's much easier in terms of data collection, and me personally, I'd rather, let's say, catch like a 2 or 3 hour trade, 1 TP, than take all these partials at 0.5 RR. I've seen some traders do that, and me personally, don't recommend it. It's not good or easy to backtest and use data collection. Me personally, I do recommend this one TP, and you just exit out. Or some people, what they do is they exit here 80% and let the rest just run forever and see however long it goes with the trailing stop loss. Me personally, this is just my very simple system I like to keep. Okay, so mechanical fib, 50% break even, okay? Now the last but not least thing you can try out is mitigations. Okay, I do go very in depth into mitigations in my course. Not gonna go super in depth into mitigations here if you guys don't fully understand how they work and why they work and things like that. But basically, this is what this break-even system is once you mitigate a zone, essentially is you want to wait for a strong reaction, and then that's where you break even. Okay. Now the strong reaction is, you could say, discretionary, right? For me personally, what I found that works best is a certain RR that I would only tell people in the course or in my group, just because I don't want to have certain things out there that people pay for and then they see it getting released out here for free. So again, you can figure that out yourself. Basically, these are 4 break-even systems you guys can use to manage your trades for break-even. Again, you can also incorporate trailing stop loss, things like that, but I only have 3 outcomes for my trades: stop loss, break-even, or TP. That's it. Make it very clear and simple, and that's how I personally trade. And it's a lot less stressful than doing all these trailing stop loss, things like that. So again, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did find something new, especially the Fibonacci break-even strategy. Most people don't teach that ever. So I hope you guys did find out interesting. Make sure to backtest, and collect data on which one works best for your system. And yeah, let me know which other videos you guys want to see in the future of my channel. I do have the free Discord link down below, as well as the course and also the indicators that I use personally on my day-to-day trading that help me immensely. This way I don't have to do as much marking up and having to add my own discretion into trading, which I think too much discretion in trading is not good in the long run. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.